You see, one thing that I do when I'm out in public places, I always have an escape plan in my mind. Okay? When you walk into a public place, pretend you hear gunshots in your mind. Pretend you hear shots taking place in your mind. And then what you do, you look around your surroundings and you say to yourself, if someone was to start shooting, what would I do? Even now. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, hoe. Pussy ass HPV. Shut the fuck up. Now, you should, in your mind, you should set out an escape plan, okay? So right now, I've already got it mapped out in my mind. If I hear gunshots, the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm not going to run. Cause it's like a tornado. You could be running into the tornado. Okay? So if you hear some gunshots, the first thing you do is you pause. You don't do anything. You just stand still. Pop, pop, pop. You hear the gunshots. Don't do like everybody else. You say to yourself, where is this sound coming from? If you hear it over there, you know not to go that way. You go away from the noise. You don't run into the noise. And someone will say, oh, that's common sense. You will be surprised how many stupid people are out here in this world. And the reason why I'm doing this video, because I was just thinking, like, we have to be more and more vigilant each day, because they about to do a lot of stuff, man. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Damn, man. See, oh man, HPBs are such an awful sight, man. Now, when you go into these places, you know, ask around, ask the employees. Say, where is the nearest exit in the back? You know, don't ever feel comfortable around these people in these situations, because you just never know. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Like, you just never know. You always got to be on point. Always got to be on point, because the same way they watch us on cameras and stuff, you got to watch them. Even now, while I'm recording, I'm looking at people. Like, if something was to happen right now, I already know which way I'm headed. I'm going back out this way, and I'm going straight down that aisle, depending on where I hear the sound coming from, and I'm going out that door. I'm not going to run this way, because I know that the entrance that I came in at. You see what I'm saying? I have to stay prepared in my mind. That's how you got to do, man. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's what you got to do out here, people. Also, when you enter a building, you should already know who is who. You should already know how to spot HPBs. Like, you just gotta be aware, man. Like me personally, I can tell when I have triggered somebody. You ever looked at somebody in their eyes? It can even be like a split-second glance, and you can tell if you activated something. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, you'll look at somebody like this, and they'll look at you. If the glance lasts too long, you can get a little reading, and you can tell where they stand with you. And no matter how you try to fake it, the future with that person is going to resemble that first glance that you gave that person. And however it made you feel, that's what it is. That's what it is. So it can be on a job, it can be at a job interview. And when you look at that person, that first glance is so important. I'm trying to tell y'all, that first glance that you give a person like this, it's important because it solidifies the rest of that interaction with that person. And eventually, that first initial contact, it's going to surface. If it was negative, eventually you and that person are bound to bump heads with each other. I'm telling you, it's no avoiding it. So you got to be aware of your senses in public as well. You have to know, once you feel that, then avoid that person. Don't get in conversations with that person. Sometimes you may have to fake the funk. You know, you may have to, but keep it leisure and as quick as possible. Don't be rude, but at the same time, don't go into conversations with that person that could be controversial, you know? Avoid, you know, any kind of avoid any kind of unnecessary communication with certain people. Just don't do it. These are rules that you got to live by within this HPB realm, because shit can pop off any second. So you just got to be aware, man, because you can tell when they let's see what this is. Yo, it's crazy. Like, they selling these worms, right? You see? Oh, see those earthworms? I'm spilling dirt on the ground. Can y'all see them? I don't know if you can see them. But anyway, they selling those worms. And those worms, they don't even know they being sold. You get what I'm saying? And that's kind of like, that's kind of like the HPB realm. Like, people are getting played in this world, and they don't even realize they're getting played. Like them worms, they selling these worms for a price, and these worms don't even know they getting played. They don't even know they getting played because they still have them in earth inside of a look. They still got them in a container with earth on the inside. It got the resemblance of where they got them from. It has the resemblance of it, but they don't know that they getting played. They getting sold. They don't even know that. Isn't that deep? That's crazy. And it just reminds me of this life. Like, people be thinking they free because you in an environment, an open space gives the illusion that you are free. Like we said, And at the same time, people don't realize that they getting manipulated, just like those worms. It's crazy, man. It's like, however you look at it, life on every level is getting sold and being manipulated, even down to earthworms. And they don't even realize it. That's crazy, man. I thank the spirit for showing me that. They don't even realize they're getting sold in a store. That is crazy. Wow. And that's how a lot of people are, man. Like, even when it comes to this voting thing, you don't realize you're getting manipulated. Because it appears like it's free. You go into the voting booth like zombies. Let me cast my ballot. Who I'm gonna vote for, Trump or Biden. Same thing. We already told you what Trump means. You take the T off that word, he's a rump. It's an ass. Rump. That's just a rump. They're making an ass out of y'all, man. He's a rump. It's crazy. Biden. Because you falling for the bait. You biting. Get it? Biting, Biden. You biting the bait. You falling for it. You the ass that's biting the bait. Donald Trump, that's a rump. It's crazy, man. But the thing is, I can be as insightful as a telescope. But when you're surrounded by a bunch of ignorant people, they create the HPB realm. Because the masses are asses. The masses are asses. So, Rump, President Rump, that last name is fitting. An ass is the president of the masses. Get it? Asses. Trump is a rump. The ass president. You get it? So, the leader is fitting of the people. Think about that. Oh, it's crazy, man. I keep my eyes open out here, man. Because I know what I'm up against. Every second, when people look at you, see, y'all take it for granted. Oh, somebody just look. It's just a look. Okay. Every look has something behind it. Notice that in life. Every look has something behind it. In nature, think about animals in nature. When animals are looking is based on survival. When you look at stuff, number one, you're navigating. You're trying to find something to consume. Because eventually, you're looking, it has to do with hunting. You got to look where the prey is, the next victim, the next gazelle. For a lion, you know, he sit down after he eat. Then after he's hungry again, he got to look around. These animals and things, they looking around for the next victim to prey upon. So saying all that to say, no look that a person gives you is empty and void of anything. Even when a man and woman look at each other, when they look at each other, they judging each other. You know what I'm saying? And as it relates to the HPB realm, when people looking at you, they getting a mental register in their mind based upon, where does this person stand? Is he one of us or is he one of them? They're not going to say it out of their mouth, but that's what's taking place. So then when you get in these social situations, like on your job or whatever, and you start to have problems with people, the management and the rest of the employees, and you notice you don't fit in, what you have to understand is They have already pre-calculated everything. They have already predetermined in their stars that you are not one of them. Okay? When people staring, they planning and plotting. Every time somebody look at something, they either planning, plotting, desiring, hunting, or they lost and searching. You see what I'm saying? It has something to it. It's not just, or they just watching for entertainment, like at the movies. But every view of everything, it has something attached to it. It's not idle. You know what I mean? Checking stuff out. And that's what, just like they doing right now. Like, there's security cameras on me right now. What you think, they just looking at me to have fun? No, somebody is watching. They watching everything that we do. And that in itself lets you know that we are in the human prison ball realm. Because what do they do in actual prisons? They survey the prisoners 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day, we are under heavy surveillance, whether by camera or mental surveillance from other people. Now, it's just our job not to cave in to the pressure of the world around us, because sometimes we get intimidated by looks from people. You know, because it's something called societal norms that everybody is told that we have to follow. So when somebody does something that goes against the rhythm of what is considered normal, you'll catch attention. Like me, for instance, I'm recording right here. Most people wouldn't be doing this, so it'll draw attention. That in itself is indicative of the human prison ball programming that's within each and every one of us. You get what I'm saying? The very fact that you can notice unnormal patterns within your psyche lets you know that you yourself are programmed to not go against the norm, and to spot when one has went against the normal pattern of doing things. That's just innate inside of us, because these bodies that we live in, they are also conformed to be confined within the human prison ball realm. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I stopped using the terminology of organic portal. If you go back to some of the earlier videos, you might hear me saying organic portal. But I stopped using that because it didn't go deep enough. And then it didn't make sense. When you think about it, like, everybody is organic. Everybody is a portal. I'm a portal, you're a portal, everybody is organic. That's why we upped the game and took it to the human prison ball level, because everybody is not a human prison ball. You get what I'm saying? So we had to up it. The information I was saying in those videos, it still counts, but we just changed up the terminology, because to say organic portal doesn't make sense. Everything is an organic portal. So human prison bar, it fits the narrative of what we speak about. You see, we all have tendencies to act like a human prison bar if we don't catch ourselves. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you may slip into acting like a human prison bar. That's why you got to remind yourself of the different, like the 6 laws that govern the human prison bar realm. You got to keep reminding yourself, so when you out or you around people, you know, mentally you separated from them. The only thing that separates us is what we know. Otherwise, we all the same. Simple as that. What we know is what separates us. And how we apply what we know. You get what I'm saying? Otherwise, we just human prison bars. If I'm just walking around, I'm not teaching, I'm not doing anything, I'm just a human prison bar. So what we know is what separates us from the ignorant. The ignorant. So you got the ignorant population, the intelligent population. But y'all, I'm about to end this video. I don't know what I'm gonna title this, but until we do this again, like, share, and subscribe. And this is Left Side of the Brain signing out. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. I enjoy reading your comments. Sometimes it may seem like I don't respond so soon. That's because I'm real busy. And I'm about to get back on this book this week. So if y'all don't see me for a minute, I'm working on the book. I know y'all have heard that before. I know y'all like, Left Side, you've been saying that, you've been saying that, you've been saying that. When is this book coming out? People, it's coming out soon. I'm about to get back on it. Trust me, it's coming out soon. So until we do this again, this is Left Side of the Brain. Jaguars up, HPB's down. Signing out.